In this video, I'm going to answer the question, do you need to be good at maths to become a software engineer? I feel like that with the word software engineer, there sometimes might come this assumption that it requires really good math skills. And although having good math skills will do nothing but help, it's not necessarily needed in every case, and I'll explain why. So, within software engineering, there are many different fields you can specialize in or work in. But in most cases, there are probably three main fields in which graduates find themselves working in. Firstly, you could be what's known as a front-end engineer. These are developers that help develop the front end of the application, what the user sees and interacts with. So they could be developing a whole new layout for a website, a shiny new call to action button, or they could be working on a responsive new layout. Secondly, you could be a back-end engineer. These developers usually develop and maintain the server side of the application. A back-end engineer could find themselves developing a database that lives on a server that holds all the information for the web application. And lastly, you could be what's known as a full-stack engineer. These are developers that tend to do a bit of both. Now, so for each of these fields I've mentioned, there's a variety of different skills you'll need to have in order to carry out your work and be good at what you do. For example, a front-end engineer could find themselves using languages such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and even a JavaScript framework such as React to carry out their work and build out the whole front end of the application. The back-end developer could also find themselves having to know languages such as Java, C#, and be familiar with databases such as MongoDB, Oracle, or SQL. And also, as well as that, the chances are that you're going to be working with a version control software such as Git, and you're going to be using some sort of framework for testing such as Jenkins or any other. Although a developer may use all these tools and technologies to successfully carry out their work, they're not essentially needing to use any intense math skills. At an entry level, you'll be using their understanding of the programming language or framework, your problem solving skills, logical thinking, and some basic math skills to get the job done. By basic math skills, I mean things like addition, subtraction, and just an overall basic understanding of mathematic concepts. And even if you struggle with that, I would be confident that with some time you'd be able to build that up and just overall pick them skills up along the way. Now, so with that being said, if you don't need really good math skills to be an entry-level engineer, when do you need really good math skills? Assuming you've spent some time probably as an entry-level engineer and you're trying to work your way up the ranks to maybe a senior position, or you're applying for things like FAANG companies like Facebook, Amazon, Netflix. Well, I don't know if Amazon or Facebook is FAANG anymore because, but anyway, chances are that you're going to need to develop your math skills a bit more. The reason being is that because if you're in these roles, chances are that you're going to be working on complex solutions that are required to be optimized for the most efficient speed. You'll probably be working highly with data structures and algorithms, ensuring that these are highly optimized using the big O notation, which requires a better understanding of maths concepts. There are also other fields outside of front-end and back-end development that would be really beneficial to have a really good understanding of higher level maths concepts from the start. So if you're thinking of getting into fields such as machine learning, blockchain development, or games development, there's a different set of math skills that might be a bit more advanced that it would be extremely beneficial for you to kind of have an understanding of from the start. I'll drop them in the description for anyone that's interested. So with all that being said, you don't need really good math skills to get started becoming a software engineer or learning to code. If maths isn't your strong point or you really just don't like it, don't let it hold you back from programming. Even if you're really bad at it, you'll be able to pick up the skills over time, and I'm guarantee you'll be able to get a job without any advanced math skills.